Thank you so much, Peter. To start with, I will remind you that all the presentations and speeches, you will find them on the EPEA website. The webmaster is working hard with it all the time. So, epea.org. And I also want to remind you all about the evaluation of this conference. It will be found on the EPEA conference website. It's a very short one, but it means a lot. We urge you to give your feedback. This will be a benefit for the next conference arrangement. And the third reminder will be about the bid for hosting the next EPEA conference. And I have already heard some interested countries, and we are very happy for that. There are some guidelines and also an information how to do and what to think about when you are interested, and you will get this information. You can only send an ordinary email to me, or you can visit the website where you will find those documents. The deadline for bidding for hosting the next conference is the last September. So you will have some time. And the decision will be taken during the next steering committee meeting in the middle of October. So we are planning that you will all the members will know the decision by the 1st of November. And this is for the conference in 2015, you know. We are happy that the EPEA conference has attracted several new participants attending for the first time. I thought that it would be of great interest and value to share the personal reflections or impressions of some of them, and to get the chance to look upon the conference with new glasses. Therefore, I'm glad to have the opportunity to present Ute Fall, I'm not good in pronunciation, from Germany, who had accepted to share her personal reflections with us. Please welcome.
So thank you. Do I have to go up there? I can have not really feeling like it because I am not going to hold a speech. Lena just asked me to say some words rather spontaneously. And just emotional. So, I mean, it is my first time I'm joining the EPA, and it was about Christmas last year, weather like this, when I suddenly got that depressive feeling. I mean, I've been working in prison for 26 years now, and so there always appears that sort of depression and what are we doing here, and I found it interesting to widen or to broaden my mind, to get a new point of view of the details of my work. And so I just surfed on the internet and had a look at the newsletter from the EPA, and I just did some double clicks. And I booked a flight, so like Mr. Donner, he was said, so it was very easy, and so now I'm here. And I was free, I wasn't sent, just arrived. And it's very interesting, and I think I want to come back, because I see that there are so many questions which we won't answer, but I think as long as we have questions, we are alive, and it's nice to see that we all have similar questions and that we are on a way, I think, which is the right way. And I come back to my colleagues, and I think I'm very enthusiastic now, and I can encourage them, and I try to convince my local decision makers to just carry on what we are doing. So thank you for this nice accommodation, and all the work. The organization must be very hard work, and I really enjoyed it, and it was easy for me as a newcomer, because yeah, we're very friendly and welcomed, I think, the other new people too, so thank you very much.
And I'm happy to see that you are wearing red clothes today, because I have here a very small gift for you. And this is a scarf, a lady's scarf. And there is a symbol. This is from the Swedish Prison and Probation Administration. And there are two keys. And one is in silver, which symbols when you lock in a prisoner. And the other one is of gold, to lock up for this individual to come out. And thank you for sharing your reflections. And my next thought was, shouldn't it be nice to share the reflections both from a woman and from a man? So I'm also happy to present Katalin Bejan and invite you to share your reflections with us.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have some emotion to be there, because at the beginning of the conference, nobody told me that I must express some thoughts about the conference. And please take into consideration that I'm not a native English speaker. So maybe not all my impressions could be expressed by English language now. First of all, I want to let you all know that it was a great honor to be part of such important event of our association, EBEA. Secondly, I want to let you know that my wish to be here today with you was possible because Focal Norway, the Norwegian branch of EBEA, offered me a scholarship. So my dream come true. I'm here with you, sharing all these interesting and innovative technologies and presentations. Third, I had the opportunity to meet people which I collaborate for a long time. I attended EBEA in 2010, and from December 2011 I was co-opted as a guest editor, and after that I became a member of the editorial board of the EBEA magazine. So it was a little bit strange till now to cooperate and collaborate with people I never seen before. So this was another dream come true, to take personal contact with such great people as a member of the editorial board are. Fourth, and this is such a conclusion because I can talk hours about my impressions about the conference. In my opinion, it was a festival of shared knowledges and best practices developed across Europe, and not only because, as Lina said before, year after year, EBEA become a forum for experts, professors, academics from abroad, from all the world. So had the opportunity to meet people from the United States, from Australia, Nigeria, and I think this is great to make our world a world of education, not only a world of prison education. Fifth, I hope with some of you in short time to start projects, common projects, as we discussed this day at the Researchers Forum. Small projects which someday become bigger projects and involve a lot of our EPEA members, and why not all our prison educators, teachers, and all the actors that take an active role in promoting education in our settlements. Sixth, I take advantage of this opportunity to say that maybe it is time, because our main theme of this conference was better out, to involve a lot of our energy in our national strategies for social reinsertion, and why not to reiterate an older initiative of the Council of Europe, and I'm talking about an European strategy for social reinsertion of offenders and ex-offenders. 7, we have a great steering committee. We elected new regional representatives. I am sure that they have the wisdom to lead us to a new world of education, digital or whatever. But they are great, and I'm sure together we can do the best for our clients. I wish them success. I want also to express my gratitude to our Icelandic host, and especially for the head of Prison and Probation Services, because they offer us the possibility to take contact with Icelandic prisons, Icelandic prisoners, and not only with the academic part of Iceland. And I want to tell them that they have a wonderful and interesting country, and I'm sure someday I come back. Also, thanks for our hosts here, Hotel Work Team, who, as Ute said before, offer us nice accommodation, leisures, and the possibility to interact. At the end, I want to send all of you greetings from our Minister of Justice and from my colleagues from National Administration of Penitentiaries. We are very committed to support promoting the prison education in Europe and abroad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Katalin. And I'm lucky to have a red tie as well. So that's the symbolic thank you to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, we are getting closer to the formal end of the 14th EPEA conference in Iceland. We have listened to and shared a lot of information. How to prepare and support the inmates into the labor market is a theme that has led us into a variety of perspectives, just as life for all of us is a complex world. We have had input from a European level and even a more global level, thanks to the contributions from the United States and Australia. We have been inspired from a national level as well as from a local level, thanks to the Icelandic local organization. What stays in my mind is, for example, that only 25% of the inmates in average are participating in education and training in prison. So how can we work to increase that number? The normal is digital. How can we work to bridge the digital gap for the inmates? Less dependent inmates? How can we support them to become less independent when serving their sentences? Collaboration between the different professionals, organizations, and agencies in the prisons and in the open society. How can we work to improve collaboration? The need of a broad provision of education and training in order to be able to meet the individual needs. How can we work to broaden the provision from the very basic level to higher education? Need of knowledge and facts as a background for sound and sustainable decisions. How can we achieve more research in the field of prison education? How can we take part of and integrate the results of research in the work with education in prison? The attitudes in the open society towards inmates will have impact on the way the inmates will be received in the society after release. What can we do to contribute to a change of negative attitudes? And above all, the inmates need to improve their self-esteem. How can we support them in improving self-esteem? For me, as the new chairperson, these days have been a fantastic journey, and I have learned a lot. I have very much appreciated your company at this journey, and I know that I will continue to reflect on what has been shared when I come home. I hope that you are feeling inspired and that you are going home with perhaps not more answers, but hopefully more questions and more thoughts to take into consideration in your daily work. I also hope that you have been able to make new links, new contacts with colleagues all over Europe and beyond. It is our wish that the exchange of information will continue over time as well as over the national borders. Finally, I promise that we will work further in the steering committee to develop the connections between all of us, the members and the steering committee. I'm confident in the work that is going on to get in control of the membership and the membership fees, etc. We will continuously need your help to stay updated, and I trust in our cooperation. Last night we had a small informal meeting in the steering committee, both the old one and the new one together. And one idea that was expressed was to try to locate the steering committee meetings close to a branch to give the opportunity to meet some of the meeting time, and that would give us more occasions to discuss and meet. So, thank you for your enthusiastic participation in the conference, for your engaged work in education in prison, and also for the EPEA. And I hereby close the 14th conference of EPEA. The last reminder, dinner at 7 o'clock. I'm looking forward to meet you again.